I might be a subscriber to the newsletter of newness and cherish every nugget of novelty that crumbles my way, as is evidenced by the fact that I've reviewed 5 new shoes in like 2 weeks. It's still important as a reviewer to take my shoes to higher mileage to give you all an idea of what they will look like over time. That's why today I'm here with the Puma Mag Max 2 for its 100-mile review.
Molly is a ritter, I'm the notion. Molly's gonna get to stay in motion. Run, and now you're working wicked fast. They are the urge, you're on top. Happy style, let's go.
All right, the Puma Mag Max 2 is a comfortable cushion cruiser, and it has this quality of relaxation to it that I rarely find myself like settling into during my runs. And today it was really evident by the fact that at the very beginning of the run, it's like not really enjoying this, and this has been a pattern every single run that I've gone on in the Mag Max. The first couple of miles, I'm like, this is slow, it's a little clunky in the heel, it's not the most lively foam. But as time goes on into the run, like mile 4, 5, 6, it just becomes so good. It's just so buttery smooth and kind of disappears on your foot. And like, you don't feel the ground, so you're able to tune out reality really well in this shoe. And I'm really a big fan of it for longer efforts as a result of that characteristic, where it's like, I wouldn't want to take this for a 6-mile run. I just don't see what the point would be, or even maybe 8, but anything above 8, that's where it really shines, because around, 6 mile 6 or 7, even 5, you're warmed up into the shoe, or at least that's been my experience, that I warm up into the shoe and start to just really settle into the run in a way that very few shoes allow you to do. Like I love explosive, fast, fun, bouncy shoes. Not always are they going to lull you into a sense of like trancy, ethereal comfort, and that's what I feel like the Mag Max 2 does. Now, I'm not a max cushion aficionado. I don't love the overstacked, heavier shoes, but for shoes of that type, this is really great because it's not crazy heavy. It's like 270 something grams and doesn't feel like a prison for your foot. It feels comfortable, plush. It's not holding my feet down to the ground. It is bulky. That's one thing that I don't totally love about it. The heel is a lot. I mean, for anybody, it's gigantic. It's a big, big shoe. And that's one of the drawbacks of it, especially when I'm starting out in a run. But once it settles into being on my foot, it's just so like gone. It just disappears, and I disappear, like the ego disappears, and it's just running, and that's it. And it's just running, and then the run's over, and it's like, wow, you went further than you thought you did. That's how I've been experiencing it. That's what the run was like for me today. I set out to do 10. I ended up getting 11, and by the end of 11, I was like, how did I even get here? Like, what happened? Where was my brain just turned off for probably around 5 miles, which I loved. So about the Mag Max, it is a super stacked, I think 45 in the heel, down to 37 in the forefoot. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's an 8mm drop. And it's just very tall. I mean, it's just the, whether it's 44 or 45 in the heel, it's very tall, and you can feel that under your foot. The upper is comfy, but not excessive. I think that they did honestly, a great job with the upper. I don't love the very plush upper because I find the padding often just like constricts me a little bit, and this doesn't feel constricting to me. The laces aren't anything special. I mean, even the upper itself isn't anything special, but that's what's good about it. It gets out of the way. It's not screaming for attention. And nothing about the shoe is screaming for attention, frankly. Like the midsole is on the least exciting end of any of the shoes that I own. It's really not very exciting of a midsole. But towards the end of the run today, somehow I was still cranking out like 8:10 pace, where I started at 11-minute pace, and by the end I was cranking out 8:10, and I was not paying attention to that. I did not know that that was happening, and it just sort of like crept into this rhythmic push to run at whatever pace my body felt like it needed to go. I do feel like this is speed limited a bit by the foam, by the heft, like not heft, but the bulky geometry, like the shape of the shoe, and the less energy returning foam. I'm not sure what this foam is. I think that there really isn't a place online. I've seen that people say that it's Puma EVA, and that was like an interview with a Puma rep. I've also seen that it was aliphatic TPU. That was very early on into my ownership of the shoe, so that could be totally wrong. So I'm not really sure what the foam is in this, and if anybody has an official source that says what the foam is, all that Puma says officially, as far as I could tell, is that it's nitro foam, as with every other foam in their line. So it doesn't feel super lively. It's not supposed to feel super lively. That's not the point of of the MagMax 2. The outsole has been very nice. It's one of the grippiest, top 2 to 3 grippiest shoes that I own. Really have been confident in these slippery, sloppery conditions in Rochester, New York in this shoe. So it's a 100-mile review, right? Let's talk about how it fared over time, how it's changed over time, how it's held up. Frankly, if you clean this real nice and maybe repainted the bottom of the foam down here to be the correct shade of yellow, you could resell this as new. I mean, there's a little creasing in the foam as well. And so maybe not so much, but guys, like, this feels brand new to me. This feels like a brand new shoe. I would not know if there weren't these minor cosmetic foibles or dings in the shoe that this were at 100 miles. Now, 100 miles for a shoe like this is practically nothing. Like, this probably, given just how well the whole shoe is holding up, the outsole especially, I wouldn't be surprised if you got like 500, 600, maybe 700 miles out of the shoe, if that's what you're looking for, a shoe to last a long time. And I bet you that this is going to be the case for me. I mean, I don't know if I'll ever get it up to, past 400, maybe even past 200. I don't know when I'll stop running in this, because I have a lot of shoes that I intend to test over the coming years. But I'm not keen on the max cushion genre in general. And so I don't think I'm going to get another max cushion shoe for a long time. Like, that problem's settled. And I think this is a tool. For me, the MagMax 2 is a tool in my belt that I could reach for a very specific thing, which is recovery miles, which I don't do a whole lot of. But when I do that, I want something like this, exactly like this, something that does have a bit of a speed limit on it, that doesn't reward you at all for picking up the pace, that actively dissuades you from doing that, that makes you really comfortable for those long, slower miles, that makes you or facilitates you entering a trance-like state for those miles. That's an incredible recovery day shoe right there. Like, that ticks all of the boxes that I didn't even know I needed ticked. And for me, it's like, well, I don't really love this genre because it's not exciting, it's not hype, it's not really fun in any particular way. So why would I test another of this genre of shoe if I have it sorted? This is a settled, solved problem for me. And yeah, I feel really great about the MagMax 2. I know for all of those of you out there who are chasing the next big hype, I know that this is not the next big hype, but it really is phenomenal for what it does. And if you are not a part of the shoe sicko community, and you're just looking for a max stack cushion cruising recovery run focused shoe that will protect you against like nuclear war, Puma Mag Max 2 is the shoe. So short video, but it's all I really have to say on this shoe. It's great, and I'm going to keep running very slowly in it. So thank you all very much for your attention, and as always, stay in motion.